Reen, once a humble enchanter, had ascended to the throne of a fractured realm, his magic mending not just broken objects, but shattered alliances. He built his power, his reputation, and his kingdom, driven by a desire for peace and prosperity. Yet power breeds envy, and across the desert sands, Crass, a warlord of ambition and a heart as dark as his namesake, seethed. Crass craved the power Reen held, the ability to control fate itself. He had Gree, a cursed goblin servant bound to him by a dark magic that twisted his loyalty and obedience into servitude. Gree secretly sought the source of Reen's power, his eyes burning with a hunger for magic, his hand gripping a blade forged from nightmares. Word of Crass's ambitions reached Reen, a whisper on the wind, turning into a storm. Cloud of fear. Reen, wise and cunning, called upon his loyal bannermen, the valiant knights of the White Castle Alliance, the enigmatic sorcerers of the Ancient Order, and even the stoic warriors of the old solitary holds. Though they harboured their own fears and desires, they coalesced under Reen's banner, their combined might a bulwark against the tide of war. But the winds of change blew cruel and cold. The hobbits, a peaceful folk who lived in harmony with nature, found themselves caught in the crossfire. A misunderstanding, a clash of ideologies, led to a hostile encounter with Reen's forces, forcing them to seek shelter in the arms of the treacherous Crass. The hobbits, with their ability in nature and a hidden strength waiting to be unleashed, became pawns in Crass's game. The desert warlord, seeking the power of Reen's enchanter, used their skills to create a hidden network of spies and saboteurs, weaving a web of deceit across the land. Meanwhile, a shadowy figure emerged from the chaos. Scott Silvertongue, a charismatic diplomat who flitted between courts, whispering secrets and manipulating alliances. His loyalty, a mystery shrouded in a veil of silver, made him a dangerous wildcard. Was he a friend to Reen? A puppet of Crass? Or perhaps something far more sinister? In a dream, Marwood, a young warrior and the hand of the king, grasped at a truth beyond the battlefield. He dreamt of his own demise, a vision of a shadowy figure whispering of a destiny intertwined with war. Marwood, driven by the dream, sought answers in ancient whispers of forgotten lore. He discovered the existence of the Seers, beings of pure chaos who fed on the suffering of mortals, their entertainment the blood and tears of war. As the Seers watched, a conflict brewed. Reen's forces clashed with the Desert Empire, the Hobbits, and Castle Crass, the land stained with the blood of men and magic. The war raged on, each side believing they fought for the future, unaware of the unseen puppeteers pulling the strings. Marwood, burdened by his dream, discovered a hidden truth. A force called the Listener, opposing the Seer's hunger for chaos. He realized that his fate, like the fate of the world, hung in the balance, a single thread in a cosmic tapestry of war and peace. The war raged, a tempest of swords and sorcery, the fate of the world hanging precariously in the balance. Reen, the king, was caught in a maelstrom of his own making. Would he rise to the challenge, or would darkness engulf his land, leaving only echoes of a king who had failed? And what was Scott Silvertongue's true allegiance? Would Marwood stand with the Seers, aiding their chaos, or would he align with the Listener, fighting for hope in a world drowning in despair? The answers, like the fate of the land, lay in the heart of the brewing storm.